The little foxes. It's the little foxes. A lot of times when we see certain things that shows itself in us, it's coming from the little foxes that we refuse to rid ourselves of. Perhaps it's the little foxes that another person refused to rid themselves of that caused hurt, right, to you or another. In the Song of Solomon 2 verse 15, Solomon says, "Take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for we have tender grapes." Welcome, I'm Shanette, and praise the Lord. I am happy that you are here with me today to receive from this word. May this word bless your soul, and may your eyes be opened today. A lot of the problems that we face are enlarged by the little foxes that we never rid ourselves of. It's the little way how we do things, how we make corrections, how we welcome others, and how we offer help. And of course, how we show kindness, right? Now, before I go on any further, this verse in particular, we can get so much from this verse, because the wording that is used in this verse alone shines light on a lot of the structures, a lot of things that's in the church. And when I say in the church, I'm not talking about the building, of course, in the church, in us, right? What are the tender grapes? What are the tender grapes that this verse speaks of? These are the babes and the young among us. We must be very careful what we show them. Their minds are young and they are in the growing phase, and they grasp everything. As what someone says before, they may not remember what you said, but they will remember what you did. Or for better words, they will remember what you showed them. What we show them makes a difference in whether we have a positive impact or a negative one. And when I say babes, I am not speaking of children in particular, because babes can be of any age. This all depends on the age that the person was saved, right? What I noticed in doing things is that how we handle things has a lot to do with our heart's posture, which comes from a place of righteousness or unrighteousness. We all have our favorites among loved ones. We have our favorites in our families, in our friendships, in our leaders, among brethren, etc., right? These are just parts of our human behaviors. We have to have favorites. We can't continue in life without having favorites. That just makes life boring. There's going to be people who we cling to more than others, and that is perfectly normal. It's a part of how God made us, and it's never going to die. So if you have a problem with people having favorites, then sweetheart, you're going to have a problem with the whole entire world. It's not going anywhere. And you need to have favorites as well. Having favorites will live on until the end of creation, whether we like it or not, truthfully. And there is nothing any of us can do about it. Now, with that being said, how are we going to go on as Christians with treating each other? Because I am not your favorite does not mean that I deserve to be belittled. Because a person is not your favorite doesn't mean that that person deserves to be belittled. Because you are not someone's favorite doesn't give that person a right to belittle you. You deserve all the respect from that person, whether or not they like you or not, right? When you wouldn't do that to your favorite for the same arrow. Let me reread that. Because I am not your favorite does that mean that I deserve to be belittled when you wouldn't do that to your favorite for the same arrow, right? So a person shouldn't belittle you because you make a mistake. You shouldn't belittle someone because they made a mistake, right? None of us are perfect. Having favorites does not constitute us to mistreat others and treat them unfairly. Here Solomon is asking the Lord to take away the little arrows in our ways. These are the ways that destroys the tender parts of us, the innocent that will be broken. So Solomon here is beseeching to the Lord to remove the bad from among the body, remove the bad from among his bride, right? Because the Song of Solomon is like a love, it's a love chapter from the love that the Lord has for his church. So Solomon in this part is particularly asking the Lord to take away the bad parts of his, that's in his church. Remove it from his church. Remove everything that spoils the vine in his church so that his church can flourish, so that his church can do and be obedient and live according to the standards that he has for his church. So all the arrow in our ways, Solomon is asking the Lord to take it away. Remove them. Remove the things that is in us that is meant to destroy those that are coming. Those that were newly saved. The babes. Solomon is asking the Lord to take these things away from us, because they truly do spoil the vine. Arrow in us truly do spoil the vine. And a lot of people, a lot of new babes sometimes, when they come into the body, when they recently saved, because of how harshly they were dealt with. Not that I'm saying that babes should not be corrected, no. But because of the way how they felt unloved, it caused them to fall away. So Solomon is asking the Lord to remove those things that that spoils the vine, that spoils his children, so that we can be pure before him, so that we can consistently be pleasing in his sight. I pray this message has blessed you today, and I pray that whatever I had said was ministered to your spirit. May the Lord continue to bless you and keep you. Until next time, take care.